house. Give me a minute to get set up. We're talking about a new storm is going to be on its way. That's going to be more fun. Yay! I don't want to get us to go tomorrow. Crazy story. I actually really like school. Always kind of have. Always kind of will. Trying to figure out something more that I could do. One step at a time is what I'm doing. I think I'm on the other game, yes. Excuse me. I was practicing the other game, I think. Yeah. I need to go 40%. That was. Okay, so
Sweeping for suspects.
I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Because I could start doing my side missions. See, that one's available. There's actually several available. I'm going to try to keep my videos a little bit shorter. Before I forget, I need to check. It's like 4:30, so around 6 o'clock. I think I'll call it. Definitely think I want to. Definitely think I want to start doing that. I got some other things I want to do. Might as well do a couple missions while I'm at it. I'm gonna do some extra missions while I'm at it.
Sacrifice for remember, even friends might be enemy.
That one looks like available too.
Yes. The city needs your sacrifice. It is better.
I don't know if I want to do that one or not. That one's okay. Kind of crazy that I remember most of these. Maybe I'll do like 2 or 3 of them and then do another
We'd
video.
like to see you prove your dragon skills. Take on another ring challenge. Let's see what you get.
Well, gotta do this one first. Oh wait. Yeah. majority of these are actually surprisingly easy. Definitely challenging, but the hard ones are insane, and the difference is staggering. Ah, come on. Freaking wide turn. Whoops.
Sacrifice for your city. Ah! Oh!
Ah, come on. Figured that it might be better off doing some of these as I go, because it's easier to navigate that way. It's also a nice. It's also a nice. Come on. Thank you. Also a nice break. Ah. Oh wait, I thought I hit that. I swear, I could have sworn I hit that. Freaking rubble. Yeah. Jeez.
Sacrifice is something you should do for your city.
That is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. What's next? Looks like those are up. The ones in the. I'll take out a couple more later. I might be able to do one more one here. Which one is this one? I don't remember. Since I'm over here anyway. Oh. Crap. Freaking triggered the alarm.
No!
I'll just do it later. Let's see, we got one for Vin, and we got a Baron Mister? Is that the daughter, maybe? Tell you one thing, Jack is definitely playing on all sides in this game.
No!
He's working for the Baron, he's working for the Metalheads. He's working for everybody.
Please!
That's what happens when you don't pick a side. Yeah, I remember that one. That's just the, yeah. Everybody on.
How's it riding in the hood, Red?
Get out of the area. This is Crimson Guard business. One of Vin's eco-tankers is coming in from the wasteland, but the clearance transmission sounded fishy. The driver was scared. We're going to check it out, just in case.
How can we help?
I've got it handled.
A metalhead sneak attack!
Damn! It's just us! Help me take out all the metalheads!
She changed her mind real
Take
quick.
that.
I thought you had it covered. I mean, I'm kidding. I'll help.
Damn metalheads! Ugh. Take them all down! Seems like it hurts. Oh, that hurt. I need some help. Another one like that, and you'll be singing soprano. Bullseye. Here's one for my father. We got them all. The metalheads are getting bolder every day. It's almost like they're testing our defenses, like probing attacks. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Guess let me go to Vin.
Keep away from me! Jack, we've still got trouble at the strip mine. I think the Baron set me up. Actually, I think everybody's trying to kill me.
What are you talking about?
Those eco wells the Baron had us drill, it seems he never intended to pipe them into the city grid. It doesn't make any sense. You know, open eco wells will attract more metalheads. You've got to close them off. Now, these plasmite bombs should do the trick. Drop one into each well, and the blast will do the rest. Hey, be careful with that. Plasmite, huh? Cool. How does it work? Ah! I believe this is yours. Hey, not my problem anymore. No, really, I insist. You're the hero. No, Jack's the hero. Oops. Sorry. My bad. Great. Now you've armed the whole lot. Don't move. On second thought, move far away. Go through the portal and drop one bomb into each eco well before they all go off. You only have 2 minutes.
Daxter, I swear, I'm gonna kick your butt. There. One
That's one
potato.
down. 5 to go.
Oops. Oops. Ah. One mission I definitely am not a fan of. Tell you one thing, it's probably the last time I'll play this game for a while. I love this game, but I've played it a lot recently. Probably put it away for a while. The original game, on the other hand, I love that game. I can play that game forever. Not this game though. This game is okay.
That's one down. 5 to go.
I like playing all of them. So like if I do play the second one, then I like to play the third one. Also, it kind of feels like it's like one game. Excuse me. So I like series. Man, why am I not being able to do that right now? Yeah.
That's one down.
There we
5
go.
to go.
Come on. I swear I'm hitting that correctly. Am I hitting it too late? I was struggling with this before too. Like I'm hitting this one correctly. Hold on, let me. I missed that time. Okay.
That's one well down. 5 to go.
Two. Okay.
2 wells in history. 4 left.
Was I hitting it too soon? Maybe not fast enough. That time it didn't work at all. On. Rough. Taking me too long. I have to figure out how to do this again. You have to kind of time it. It's annoying. Right there?
That's one well down. 5 to go.
Right there?
2 wells in history. 4 left.
Right there? I think I got it.
3 wells cut. Only 3 to go.
Crap. Crap.
Only a minute before we're toast, Jack.
Yeah, no, Daxter. I was struggling on this one before too. Well, maybe I need to do it from another. Hold on. Okay, that one.
That's one well down. 5 to go.
Crap. Got that one.
2 wells in history. 4 left.
Oh, I could have sworn I got that one. Oh, come on. Got it.
3 wells cut. Only 3 to go. Only a minute before we're toast, Jack.
Ah. Got it.
That's the 4th well. 2 bad boys left.
Crap. I did that.
That's one well down. 5 to go.
I don't know why, but that one feels easy. Ah. Oh, maybe you need to do it sooner. Oh, maybe I do need to do
3
it
wells
sooner.
cut. Only 3 to go.
Oh. Okay.
That's the 4th well. 2 bad boys left.
Ah, come on.
Only a minute before we're toast, Jack.
Ah, frick. I had enough time that time. Okay. Apparently I gotta do it sooner. I thought I had to do it later. I had to do it sooner.
That's one well down. 5 to go.
Ah, I did it too soon. Crap. There we go.
2 wells of history. 4 left.
Okay, now I got it.
3 wells cut. Only 3 to go.
I did it too soon that time. That's funny. Jump the gun. Ah, come on.
Only a minute before we're toast, Jack.
There we go.
That's the 4th well. 2 bad boys left.
Ah, come on. I thought I went high enough. Yeah, I was messing up too much, so I had to do the grind trick instead of the other one. If you can do it correctly each time, then you have enough time to do all of them. But if you mess up, then you need to cut some time somewhere. Because that last one always takes about 20 seconds. There you go. One.
That's 1 well down. 5 to go.
Basically, you only have a minute and 30 seconds, roughly. 2.
2 wells of history. 4 left.
Yeah, so you don't really have 2 minutes because of just how long the travel time is. 3.
3 wells cut. Only 3 to go.
These guys should play basketball. I forgot that we had, damn it. Why is that one so hard? Is it because of the angle? There we go.
That's the 4th well. 2 bad boys left. Only a minute before we're toast, Jack.
Ah, damn it. I thought I had that.
That's 1 well down. 5 to go.
1 potato. Hot potato. Explosive potato.
2 wells of history. 4 left. 3 wells cut. Only 3 to go.
There.
That's the 4th well. 2 bad boys left.
Crap. Screw it, screw it, screw it. Go, 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 go.
Only a minute before we're toast, Jack.
There. Ugh. That should be enough time. As long as I don't mess up the last 2.
You got the 5th well. Only 1 to go.
Oh boy, I'm playing it close. Go, 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 go.
10 seconds left, Jack.
And got it, yeah.
Thank goodness you blew up those wells. I sure don't want any more metalheads coming around here. Good work, boys. I owe you one.
Technically, that's actually over there. Doesn't look like I can get there though. Okay.
What a brain wreck! Vin sure is scared of metalheads.
And for good reason. I've seen what metalheads do when they take a city. The destruction, the killing, the devouring. The Baron's scheming will only result in this city's falling prey like all the others before it. We must replace Praxis before it's too late. I am happy to say that you and your sidekick are causing quite a stir in our fight against the Baron.
You hear that, Jack? You're the sidekick. Hey, Wise and Whiskey, you, got something itching under your robes? They have ointment for that, you know.
It's just my aching bones. We have word the Baron is sending one of his large tanker ships out to the drill platform to pick up a load of ill-gotten eco. Go out to the drill platform through the warp gate and knock out that ship. The Shadow will send a team from the underground to pick up the eco later. Keep up the good work. We're counting on you.
And now we're back here. One of this is going to be harder. I'm not a fan of this mission. Let's try it. Ah. never liked this mission in the first place, but I think it might actually be a little bit harder. Hard to say. It's always been kind of hard. This might be considered a boss fight, just because of the way it works. Like you have to do a big event. You know, that's something that they don't do very often, where you have to do like a whole bunch of stuff instead. That's something that doesn't happen very often. Like fight a group of monsters as a boss instead of one boss. Oh boy. I'm gonna be pretty hard stuck if I can't get past this mission. I'm gonna have to practice it a little bit. Yeah, I think it might actually be harder than the original one is. Once it is, then oh. Let me see. See, I think that should have taken him out. Yeah, I think they're tougher. Although I don't think Baron was tougher. Maybe I'm just imagining it. No, I never really liked this mission. Yeah. Halfway already. You know what? I don't think there's a hard mode in the third one. Now that I think about it, I have to double check. to put like all the hard mode games to a side or something. Oh, come on. Yeah, getting past this is going to be difficult. I got you. Not bad. Damn. But it's getting close. It's gonna be hard as crap. do one or two other missions. I'm gonna come back to this one. Definitely feels harder. This is what I can do. Crap. Crap.
And I will protect you. Have faith in me and the promised land.
Jeez.
Excellent work, Jack. Even I am impressed. That should keep those unscrupulous Crimson Guards out of our business. What's the world going to when you can't buy off a few guards with bribes?
Baron sent his goons to harass me as usual, eh? Health violations, bad taxes. Everyone wants a piece of me. Oh well.
Lucky for you, there's plenty to go around.
Destroying that cargo in the port is more important than you know, eh? I've got a new project going, and I don't need anyone snooping around my shipments. Let's just say, if everything goes as planned, I'm going to corner the market in metalhead trophies. Anyway, I have another job for you. An associate of mine, Bruta, works with me in the forced labor trade.
You mean the slave trade?
I prefer freedom challenged. Lurkers are the city's low-class labor. Bruta pays me handsomely to help him free lurkers and get them safely out of the city. Oh, it lifts my spirit to help those in need. And I need his money.
Lurkers? We don't like lurkers.
But you do like gun upgrades, eh? There are 3 Crimson Guard transports carrying lurkers to a project the Baron has outside the city. Take out the transports and bring the 3 lurkers to Bruta's trinket stand in the bazaar.
Okay, now I'll get the ammo increase. Okay. Well, I swear, it gives you an ammo increase, but doesn't really give you any more ammo. That's one thing that they overlooked in this game. You think like you would find twice as many crates after this point, but you don't. You find the same amount. So one thing you could do is come here and reload. But playing the normal game, I've pretty much never had to do that. But I might have to do it here.
Care to try for the course record?
So yeah, I have all my ammo now. I'll do that later.
To all citizens of this great No!
Hey, fine boy. Hurry up and get in. We'll take you to Bruta.
Keep away from me!
That's right, they did not program that very well.
Please! Ugh. Ugh.
Here's your boy, Bruta. We're off to get another animal.
Please!
Oh, wee, oh, wee, oh, wee, oh, oh, wee, oh.
Yo, animal lover. Get your furry butt in the vehicle.
Stop!
Here's another beast of burden.
You know, you can say what you want about Crew, but he's this money underground kingpin guy. But he doesn't have to be freeing these monsters. It seems to me that like he would be the guy capturing them in the first place. So the fact that he's willing to do this, even if it's for money. By the way, I'm tired of that conversation. Everybody gets paid. Police get paid. Doctors get paid. Everybody gets paid. So you're not a bad guy just because you want money. Like, yeah, you're a bad guy just because you want money. No. Military, doctors, nurses, lifeguards, babysitters, teachers. Teachers get paid pretty good. I don't know why teachers always complain about it. You could argue that maybe they don't get paid enough, but they definitely get paid. And they definitely get paid pretty well. The average is around $40,000 a year. That's pretty good. That's good money. Anyone that says it's not good money doesn't know how to spend their money. That's pretty good money. It's not great money, but it's good money. Even with taxes, even with bills, you're just living above your means. Especially when you have no money at all. When you have no money at all, yeah, suddenly $40,000 seems like a lot of money.
Hey, fine boy, hurry up and get in. We'll take you to Bruta.
And teachers, and a lot of teachers, they get scholarships and whatnot. Grants. Yo, get in the freaking car. Thank you. Yeah, I'm tired of hearing that concept. And by the way, if a teacher gets a higher degree, they get paid higher. So all you have to do is get a higher degree and you get paid higher. It's really easy. For example, doctors, they get a pay increase. All they have to do is go back to school and they get a pay increase. It's really not that hard. Work for 10 years to get a pay increase. It's like, it might be one of the best jobs there is. Better than being a nurse. If anyone is underpaid, it's definitely a nurse. Teachers, they're paid, I would say teachers paid equivalently. Some of the situations that they find themselves in is a different story, but the pay is fine. Maybe they should talk about some kind of hazard pay, especially with some of this new stuff going on. But traditionally speaking, no. Let's put it this way: the last 50 some odd years, the teachers definitely is good money. The last 10 to 20 years, not so much, but that's not because of the pay. That's because of the circumstances and the kind of work they have to do. But that's not really work that they have to do. It's not part of their job description. Teachers end up doing more than what their job description implies.
Yo, animal lover, get your furry butt in a vehicle.
And and unfortunately, when it comes to that, just don't do work that you don't have to do. Like, as long as you do all the work that you're supposed to do, then nobody can fire you. Don't do any extra work. If you think that you're gonna get paid for extra work, you're not going to be. If you decide to do extra work, that's on you. That's actually something I learned on my own. It's something I had to think about for a long time for myself. If you decide to do somebody a favor, that's your decision. You can't blame the person that you're doing a favor for if you're the one doing the favor. Just don't do anyone any favors. But if you do somebody a favor, then you have to do it the way that they want it to be done. Now, I understand that people only have, like, certain limitations and whatnot. Just don't agree to that favor. Like, okay, well, that's something that's not really I can do. People have this weird habit of agreeing to do something that they don't,
In the vehicle, buddy, we can
that
save you.
they can't do or won't do or don't want to do. Well, if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. It's that easy. It really is. People pretend it's not, but it's not. It really is. Just don't do what you don't want to do. Everything is a negotiation. You will find, the older you get, the more you will realize that everything is a negotiation. Which is why I'm tired of that conversation. It's like, yeah.
Technology warrior, you have the great thing for Luther and Looker people.
No toucher, the dude.
Oh, sorry. You're a great guy. Ruger not forget. Ruger pay you back. You see.
See, there's a good example. Jack here, he got a better gun. I don't know if you guys are interested in guns or not, but guns are really expensive. I got paid really well to do this. That guy's acting all grateful and all that, but at the end of the day, we're not even heroes. We're just guns for hire. Now, this is what I was talking about before. We don't have to do this specific job. We could be doing a different job for the same amount of money. That's what makes somebody interesting. Being a doctor is hard to do. Yes, doctors get paid well, but they do work that a lot of people just can't do. And if you really wanted money, there's other jobs that are better than being a doctor. Yes, if money is the only thing that you care about, then go work at Wall Street or something. However, people should be paid fairly.
Years ago, when I was an art collector, I hit the local museum to borrow a famous statue of Ma, the founder of Haven City. In his hands, the statue held the ruby key to the city, an artifact of surpassing beauty. And, of course, priceless worth, eh?
Oh, I just love art.
While smuggling the huge statue through the sewers, eh? A grueling rainstorm flooded the whole place. The statue and 5 of my best men were swept away.
That's terrible.
Yes, a tragic loss. I've missed that statue ever since. The sewers have been so full of water and metalheads that I can't get anyone to go down there and retrieve the artifact. You're special, Jack. You can do it.
Jack! Hey, what am I, chub liver?
Oh, don't I wish? Now go down there, drain the sewers, and find that statue at the bottom. Bring back the ruby key artifact, and it will open up doors beyond our wildest dreams, eh?
Great. More mucking in the mud. I hate to burst your bathtub bubbles, baby, but that ain't just mud down there.
The movies definitely make it more funny. Makes it very interesting when you consider, like, the number one thing that Chi-Chi's mad at Goku for is not having a job, but yet, like, his best friend is the richest person in the entire world. Now, it's hard to figure that out, to be honest. However, it seems to me that he's definitely saved her life, at least on multiple occasions. On one hand, I would say she should basically pay all his bills. But I could also argue that that's not really her responsibility. But I would say, at the very least, as somebody who's best friends with Goku, you should help him figure out something. I would say that would be minimum. And, like, how come you don't have, like, Goku winning the tournaments? He won one tournament, which I don't even know if it was even all that much money. He won the tournament with Piccolo. Was he ever awarded the money? I think it would have been 100,000 zenny, maybe. But then he does eventually win the Nobel Peace Prize or whatever. And like 100 million zenny. And then they make the joke all over again of how he never has any money. It's like, this is weird. And then you have Tien.
Opening outer shield.
Then you have Tien, who has his own dojo. Krillin, who is a police officer, Vegeta doesn't have a job. Basically, it's Bulma who has a job. So she pays for Vegeta. So Bulma should, I mean, Chi-Chi should look at that and say, well, Vegeta doesn't have a job, nor does Goku have a job, so they're both in the same boat. Hey, why doesn't Chi-Chi get a job? This is, I don't know, this seems to me that, like, this dynamic that's happening is very strange. There was one video that said, like, what if Bulma married Goku? Well, if Bulma married Goku, you're talking about, like, the perfect scenario here. Like, she's rich, so he can just work all he wants, and she doesn't need the money, so she can just take care of that. She's a, strong, independent woman, so for the most part, she wouldn't really miss Goku all that much, so she would just be doing whatever that she's doing. And she works, so she would be working on whatever science project that she's working on. Not to mention, she could probably use her technology to help him. But it's actually something that seems to be missing from the show. I feel like Bulma's basically a main character of the show, but yet, like, they don't really have enough sci-fi in the show. Like, here's someone who's literally, like, a scientific genius, and she was able to build one of the androids, I think it was Android 16, was more or less equivalent to Dr. Gero. I think they implied that Dr. Gero might be better than Bulma, but it's not by much. And the other thing that, like, I feel like she's definitely smarter than her father, Dr. Brief, but not as smart as Dr. Gero, so, like, she would be, but at the same time, she was able to understand his blueprints. So it's clear that, like, Dr. Gero might be the better scientist, but, like, she's still good enough to understand his stuff. And I think according to the one episode, she may have actually improved it. So it's hard to say because they never went into that much detail. But at the same time, I feel like she could. Because there was, like, a different episode, a completely different episode, where I feel like they were implying that basically she could do anything, including being smarter than her father. Furthermore, eventually she invents a time machine, so maybe she is better than Dr. Gero. And of course, we have Dr. Gero, who spent a long time building those androids. But Bulma was able to figure it out within, like, a couple nights. So she's definitely, I don't know, she's definitely up there, I'll put it that way. She's definitely on the level of, like, Tony Stark or Batman. Yeah, if I had to think about it, I would think Bulma would be on the same level as Tony Stark. So, like, why don't we have, like, more technology-based stuff happening? Like, I don't know, maybe she can improve Android 18, or maybe she can improve Android 19, or I don't know, or maybe she could just build her own android. It's hard to say, but, like, or build build weapons that they could use, or build better armor. I think she does build armor for Vegeta, but using the Saiyan armor blueprint or whatever, but she never, like, improves it, or I don't know. And then we have the gravity machine, which seems to be pretty good. And then we have these capsules. It seems to me that, like, we should have more stuff. It is, like, as smart as they're supposed to be, and, like, they're the best inventors in the world. But this seems to me it should be more sci-fi. It's like Toriyama was never really thought that through. And if you look at, what is it called, Dr. Slump, that also has a lot of sci-fi in it, so it's kind of interesting concept. well, not so much sci-fi, but more like magic. Because the fairies or whatever they are, I'm not as familiar with Doctor Slump, but like the fairies, they're like they can do anything with, they can invent anything. I think they use magic. It's hard to, like I said, I'm not as familiar with Doctor Slump. I've only seen like one or two episodes, but I kind of know the gist of it. There's definitely some kind of sci-fi going on, and like their dad is like a mechanic who can fix anything, and it's not really him. It's really his son that does it. And then you have the two fairies that could eat anything or whatever, and then you have Ararelli, what's is he supposed to be an android? I don't remember. I never really got into Doctor Slump. I know a little bit about it just because I was curious to see if any of his other stuff would be worth it. Like I love Dragon Ball Z, but Doctor Slump is it's alright. I'm more pro to Dragon Ball Z than Doctor Slump. I do like, he also was responsible for a lot of Dragon Quest, which I found that out too. I didn't know that until more recently. Whoops. I don't know. It just seems to me that like that's odd. And then you have Android 18, who beats Mr. Satan and takes the first place money and the second place money. Why doesn't like Gohan do that, or like not just that, but the only reason that Mr. Satan is wealthy is in the first place is because he ripped off Goku and Gohan. So I feel like Mr. Satan absolutely. So like yeah, you can say one way you can say one way or another with Bulma, but when it comes to Mr. Satan, yeah, he absolutely owes the Goku family. I would say that he could be their manager. There is like there are two or three things that happen that I would actually suggest that maybe he does earn that, he does owe that money. Number one, without his like salesmanship or charisma, Goku never would have made that much money. Yeah, everybody seems to love Goku, but he definitely doesn't have Mr. Satan's intelligence or salesman ability. Like the movie rights and stuff like that. He also is very not shy, but he doesn't have that kind of like showboating showmanship that everybody loves Mr. Satan for. So basically, you can think of Mr. Satan as a WWE professional, and they make a lot of money. So if you consider Mr. Satan a pro wrestler, then that would be about right. The only thing that's incorrect is the fact that he stole Goku's credit. That's the only thing. So I would make a compromise by saying he deserves 20% for being their manager, and Goku's family should get the rest. You can probably go as high as 30%, but anything higher than 30% would be too much. A manager should really only make about 20%. And then maybe he can manage other people or something. Not to mention it costs a lot of money to feed Goku, which is probably where all their money goes. Needless to say, it gets even weirder because Master Roshi taught him how to have a farm. Not only did he teach him how to have a farm, but he taught him to do it with his bare hands. I think I understand why he has a tractor. I think he has a tractor in order to like get better at driving. That way he can practice driving. They never explicitly say that. That's just more of a theory than anything. However, he used to do all that stuff with his bare hands. Why doesn't he farm while training like he used to when he was a kid? And then he can have like weighted clothes like he used to and farm like Superman does. Not just that, but since Goku's Goku, he could also be farming for his neighbors. So if he was farming for himself plus his neighbors, so he can basically feed a village, so that way he could be Goku and give out his food, but sell the rest, because that's how much food he grows. So at the very least, Bulma, what you could do is you could at least buy him some land or something. I would say that would be minimum, and then make her a partner. Yeah, that's something you could do. You could make her a partner instead of her just completely outright supporting their family. You can make them some kind of business partnership. Bulma would be in charge, and then Goku would be a quote unquote employee. I think that's the best way to handle that. And Goku would have no idea what was going on one way or another. There's other things you can talk about as well, but it's like, yeah, and I get, like, it's a joke and all that, but, like, I don't know. I would just put my jokes in other places.
Got it. Where would you be without me, eh, Dax? Well, Jack, I probably wouldn't be 2 feet tall, fuzzy, and running around in a sewer without a pair of pants. God, I miss pants.
It's just weird. I'm kind of like tired of the hero never getting anything. It's odd. Even Clark is like supposed to be like not very well compensated. And it's a very strange concept that we put in many of our stories. Like, yeah, it's about time the hero gets paid. It's one of the reasons why I kind of hate Batman, because Batman was just wealthy from the beginning. Like, he does nothing to really earn it. Tony doesn't really do anything to earn it either, but I would argue that at least, at the very least, he's better at running his business and he's better at inventing things. Not only that, but he's better at selling stuff. So, well, put it this way, they focus more about his money-making ideas in the story, where in Batman, they don't really focus on that concept. Like, we don't really know why Batman is rich. Basically, what it seems to me is he has a multi-million-dollar corporation that basically owns everything. But what specifically does his business do? And like in the movies, they explain that like he has like R&D and like a whole bunch of other stuff, but still. Oh, is that one of the races?
I asked you to look for a piece of March shiny seal. Put it in house
hate this mission. I might be able to do this one. This one might actually be easier than the one I was just doing. I don't know, I just think it would be nice to have a story where someone actually gets a reward. Like, what reward does Goku truly get? You know, it's like, he gets a wife who constantly basically nags the crap out of him. No one truly appreciates this guy. He saved the freaking world multiple times. It's like, yeah, this is a horrible story. And he just has to work harder and work harder and work harder.
Piece of ceiling, yes? Nice and shiny now. All yours. Uh-oh, I think Red Trooper's approaching.
We totally got set up. That seemed to be okay so far. I'm gonna be super stuck. I like the random stuff they say. It's great. It gets even worse if you consider this game. And not only does he not get rewarded, but he gets punished. And you don't really know what happens at the end, actually. They just kind of ends. It feels like it was supposed to be like one more or something. He really doesn't get very much of anything. I guess eventually what you assume is eventually he becomes Mar. Eventually. he becomes the ruler of this city, and then he builds the tomb and all that other stuff. That's like one of the easiest times I've done this. Okay.
No! You do good. You've been a warrior in all other tribes. You keep seal. You love shiny things just like Bruton. Stop!
I was expecting it to be harder. That's weird. Usually I do really bad on that one. I have to come back and do that turret another day. I didn't feel like doing 2 hard missions back to back. I like how he pauses. Due to some difficulties. Oh wait, let me go this way. Then after this, I think I'm gonna call it a day. Oh, yeah, I think I mentioned this before, but I would like to make these shorter. I've already been playing this game for way too long. I need to be doing some other things. I do like doing this for a little bit each day. But what I really would like to do is some other things as well. I got other goals, I got other plans. If for some reason I can start doing YouTube or Instagram, not Instagram. If I can start doing Twitch or YouTube a little bit more full time, like actually get paid for it, then maybe I could actually start doing this more often. But until that happens, I want to start limiting it. And truthfully, I'm not sure if that would really be my goal. It would be interesting, maybe part-time. I would definitely enjoy doing it, and I definitely wouldn't mind the extra income from YouTube or Twitch. But that's not, like, that, is that really what I want to do? Not really. He said it's something on the side. I would think of it as a side project. It's something to entertain myself with. What I really want to do is I'm going to really do some more stuff with the gym. And I'm still kind of contemplating on what I want to do with that.
We destroyed Chris cargo.
Great. I'll send you a medal. Now, if you don't mind, I'm on a deadline, so
Are you always this difficult?
Let me handle this, Jack. Listen, lady, we beat your stupid course, and we can outrace anybody in this city.
Wait, that voice.
Now, there's just two things you need to know. One, we don't want to join this stinking race team. And two, you just lost a date with Orange Lady. Let's go.
Daxter, it is you.
Kira!
Oh, I never thought I'd be so glad to see your furry mug. And Jack, you look different.
It's been a tough ride.
The Baron pumped our boy here full of dog eco, and it did something to him. Now he's got super moves or something. And a few anger issues as well.
I've been looking for you guys forever. And planning a way to get us back home. Somehow that rift took us far into
Hey, look, it's Bulma.
I calculated the time displacement, and I
Found
think
your
that's how
father. Well, sort of.
Working with the underground, fighting the Baron. But he's,
what?
You need to go see him. And I need to get to the Baron.
You could try to win the Class 1 Racing Championship. The winner of that big race always gets to meet the Baron in the palace. But you have to qualify by winning the lower class races. There's a Class 3 race starting soon. You could drive for my team. But Jack, we should think about getting out of here. I don't like this place. And some of the people are creepy.
Jack, my boy, I need that work you found, eh? A special client has requested it.
Sorry about that, crew. I must have forgotten.
Right.
Attention all citizens. The Class 3 race is about to begin.
I feel like this client that requested that was probably the Baron. Which is, if that's true, this game is even more mixed up. But actually, it would make sense though, because that's the key to Mars' tomb. And Mara was trying to get in there. Yeah, it's probably what happened.
Access denied.
And that's why he says special client. Here we go. This is the normal race. Man, it's such a big difference between this race and the gold race. It's not even funny. I feel like I have no chance to do the gold race. See, the way I was thinking, I thought that they would do like a bronze race, a silver race, and a gold race, but that's not the way they do it. The way they do it is it's one race, and gold is first place, silver is second place, and bronze is third place. which means that the programming for the racers is gold. So that means it's really difficult. So if you beat all of the racers, then it's gold. And I think you even have to beat a specific time. It's hard to say. If you don't beat number one racer, but you beat everybody else, you'll get silver and etc., right? But it's not actually easier to get bronze. Like, it's not easier to get bronze. It's still equally as difficult, really. And the difference between bronze and silver is really not that big of a difference. You're more likely to get silver because of how hard gold is. But you're still unlikely to beat bronze because of the way the race works. Where this race is actually easier than the special races. You can see how I'm like clearly going slower and they're clearly going slower. That's how I thought it was going to be, but no. I mean, this race is almost easy by comparison. Which is why I was thinking I could do it. That's completely away from the time I need. I need like 2 minutes and 10 seconds to get gold. Something ridiculous.
When is this city gonna provide some challenge, huh?
Hey, I watched your race today. You were pretty amazing out there.
Oh, thanks, Kira. This is Ashley. She's just...
Everyone knows who she is.
And Kira's,
A friend. A very good friend. Thanks for helping out with that tanker, Jack. You saved a lot of lives. I'm not my father, you know. Ever since I was a little girl, I've looked down at the city streets from that ridiculous palace and imagined a better place. By the way, they're hunting for you. I'd watch out for Errol. I can't protect you from him.
Whoa, she's a Betty. And she likes you, Jack. Not that I can account for her tastes. I bet you'd love to pin some medals on her chest, huh? What? What'd I say? What did you say, Jack?
I don't know, Kira. You might not be a very good friend. I have to kind of argue on that one, miss. Let me go ahead and skip that mission for now. Let me do these other missions. And that's gonna be hard to do, that turret mission. It's gonna be one of the hardest missions. Kind of realized that, like, oh boy, it's always been hard. It's gonna be even harder because it's harder to take out the guys. And I'm pretty sure I'm correct. And, like, it definitely feels harder. Like, ugh, it's gonna be really close. I was, after doing it like the 9th or 10th time I did it, I was getting a little bit better, but not very consistent. So just have to try it again another day. I want to move forward a little bit. I'm gonna get stuck at some point, and what I'm going to do. Cause I've played that video a million times. I might do that on my own. Cause I don't want you guys just watching me like practice that for hours on end. It's the same exact mission as the normal mission. There's nothing special, so you're not missing anything. That way you don't have to sit there and watch me like fail over and over and over again. Or I could just, well, I could probably cut that out, I guess. Especially now that I'm gonna be trying to make shorter videos, I can probably do it that way too. So I'm gonna keep my videos around 2 hours or 3 hours. This is actually a pretty good length of time. I still feel like I need to cut those down a little bit because I'm thinking like each video should be about an hour because like I've been really getting into a new show lately, and each show is about 45 minutes, so I think that's a good time. Like an hour is a good amount of time because most movies are around that long, especially cartoons. Hour and a half. That's a good chunk of time, I think. And I was watching this other YouTuber for a while, and I enjoy it. I enjoy watching other YouTubers all the time. I feel like it might be more of an older person thing, because I know a lot of the younger guys love the short TikToks, but we like long videos. I grew up on movies, so I like long stories. Oops. I like getting into something. One specific thing. That's why I like Jax and Daxter, because it's a series. So we became fans of things. So we're fans of things, not the new anime of the month. I noticed a lot of like younger anime fans. They love the new anime, and that's it. Like whatever new anime is around is the one they like. Okay, you guys not loyal to any of them? As a matter of fact, I decided to eventually watch Boruto, which I originally didn't want to see because I wasn't liking it. But I will probably watch it anyways because I do like Naruto.
So they are toe-to-toe with 5 of the nastiest metalheads you ever saw. Slime oozing from monstrous jaws. Teeth sharper than daggers. Slowly, all 10 of them surround me. But do I surrender? No! I summon my highly trained killer instinct and pounce. And when the dust cleared, there were 20 less metalheads in the world.
Oh, Daxter.
a story there, Golden Boy. I guess you're just the animal I need for another dangerous gig. Combat metalheads have now been spotted right here in Haven Forest. These new bad boys have special camouflage, so they're tough to spot. But I'm sure with your killer instincts, you'll manage. Go to the forest and take them all out.
Yeah, and how come you're not helping us? Jaxter, one of these days, pow, right to the moon. Not a fan of this mission.
Work hard and make the ring.
Yeah, because at some point I'll definitely be locked behind that mission, so I won't be able to move past that mission until I beat it. So as a matter of fact, what I might do is I might start doing the mini missions since I know I can do a lot of them. And then try that for about, I don't know. Let's just say I try it like 10 times. And if I fail 10 times, I'll do some of the other missions and keep doing that. And I might, and like I said, at some point I might just beat it offline. I'm like, hey guys, I beat the mission. And I don't know, we'll see. Because I don't really have a good way of recording. I have to stream in order to record. I don't have like another way of record. That way I can like record my footage and then cut it and then make a movie instead of streaming it. Although I don't think it's necessarily bad because I do have interesting conversations, so that could be my stream. It just makes it better with like decent footage. But I think the conversations I have are still good either way. So at least I think they are. I'm a pretty good judge of conversations, so I feel like I think I bring up good and like good thoughts and good interesting points of view. This should be pretty easy. Let's see. Where are you? They're always kind of hard to find, but they're going to be tougher. I think I should be able to do this one. Give me that ability. The ability to cloak myself. I don't really need these anymore, but they're fun to collect. get a dark bomb. I think I got them all. Let's go up here. Let's see. Got one more up here. One more. Anyway, you got him. Let's see. That way. Man, where'd he go? There's last 4. Nobody. Damn it. I knew that was gonna happen. I already lost too many health. Damn it. But I might call it a break. I might call it a day anyway. I did enough for one day.